Hey guys, welcome to part 8 of What If Yuji Itadori Had the Rinnegan. Last time we left off after Yuji summoning the Jidomazo to remove the souls of all the Heian era sorcerers, and the return of Sukuna. Upon tearing the monk robe off, Sukuna would find 4 out of the remaining 5 fingers with Kenjaku, eating them like a malevolent deity relishing the taste of forbidden power. With each deliberate bite, the ancient curses within the appendages surge to life, intertwining with his essence in a dark, mystical communion. His eyes gleam with a sinister satisfaction, a wicked pleasure that transcends the mere act of consumption. It's a ritual, a macabre dance between the demonic and the human, as Sukuna devours his own fingers with a predatory grace, amplifying his malefic presence and tapping into the abyssal forces that dwell within him. As the atmosphere thickened with Sukuna's resurgence, Uraume, sensing their lord's return, materialized on the battlefield. The enigmatic figure moved with an otherworldly grace, a dance of shadows and malice that immediately drew Yuji's attention. Uraume, a loyal servant to Sukuna, had arrived to fulfill their role in aiding the King of Curses. With a flicker of their cloak, Uraume entered the fray, a master of diversion and deception. Their movements were ethereal, elusive, as if reality itself bent to accommodate their presence. Yuji, still grappling with the shock of the memories he had witnessed, found himself locked in a deadly dance with the mysterious entity. As the clash between Yuji and Uraume intensified, Uraume unleashed their formidable ice formation cursed technique. A bitter chill emanated from their being as frost began to creep across the battlefield, creating intricate patterns of ice that sparkled like crystal under the moonlit sky. Sensing the imminent danger, Yuji reacted swiftly. Drawing upon the remnants of his strength and the power of the Rinnegan, he summoned a legion of Shikigami. The ethereal creatures materialized, each bearing a manifestation of the cursed energy that pulsed within Yuji. Their forms were a testament to the diversity and strength of Yuji's newfound abilities. Locking eyes with the Shikigami, Yuji programmed a potent genjutsu into their collective consciousness. The illusion was a warning, a haunting projection that would play out upon any sorcerer or human who laid eyes on the summoned creatures. The genjutsu urged an immediate evacuation, as if the very air whispered of Sukuna's return, a force too formidable to face without consequence. The Shikigami dispersed across the battlefield, their ghostly presence casting an otherworldly glow amidst the encroaching frost. The genjutsu echoed in the minds of those it reached, a subtle nudge compelling them to heed the warning and retreat from the impending storm of curses and sorcery. Uraume, their ice formations stretching across the landscape, surveyed the unfolding scenario with a calculated gaze. The clash between their frigid technique and Yuji's strategic use of Shikigami wove a tapestry of contrasts on the battlefield, a dance of elements and illusions that spoke of both the ancient and the contemporary. As the genjutsu took effect, the battlefield transformed into a surreal spectacle. Sorcerers and bystanders alike began to heed the spectral warnings, their movements marked by a sense of urgency. The ice formations, though imposing, were now juxtaposed against the shimmering silhouettes of Shikigami guiding the way to safety. Amidst the confrontation, Sukuna seized the opportunity to delve into Kenjaku's memories and locate the mummified remains of his original body. The cursed energy pulsed as Sukuna devoured the preserved form, absorbing the essence within. The King of Curses, now fueled by the added power, stood with an imposing aura, an entity of unparalleled menace. As Yuji continued to grapple with Uraume, the battlefield shifted once more. The air crackled with Sukuna's newfound strength, a dark undercurrent that set the stage for a cataclysmic showdown. The dance between sorcerer and curse escalated, each movement echoing the impending clash of titanic forces. The battlefield bore witness to the convergence of ancient powers and a conflict that transcended time. Yuji, caught between the machinations of curses and the weight of his own revelations, faced an uphill battle against the combined might of Sukuna and Uraume. The story unfolded in a crescendo of chaos, and the destiny of the Jutsu sorcerer world teetered on the edge of an abyss. With determination burning in his eyes, Yuji Itadori unleashed the power of the Asura path. Cursed energy surged through him, and from the palm of his outstretched hand materialized a colossal laser cannon, its ominous glow painting the battlefield in an ethereal light. Locked onto his target, Yuji directed the destructive force of the cannon towards Uraume, who stood amidst their ice formations. The laser tore through the air with a deafening roar, focusing its intense energy on its intended destination. In an instant, the powerful beam vaporized Uraume from the waist up, leaving behind only a dissipating mist of cursed energy. The battlefield fell into an eerie silence as the remnants of the ice formations crumbled away. Yuji, his breath heavy and his heart pounding, wasted no time. With newfound determination, he propelled himself through the air using the Deva path, leaving behind the aftermath of Uraume's demise. As he closed in on Sukuna, Yuji felt the familiar surge of cursed energy returning to him. The shock of the memories he had witnessed now served as a catalyst for refocusing his abilities. The Rinnegan pulsed with renewed vigor, and the air crackled with the energy coursing through him. Hovering in front of Sukuna, who now possessed Kenjaku's body, Yuji's gaze met the malevolent eyes of the King of Curses. The battlefield, once marked by illusions and ice, now stood as the arena for a confrontation that would shape the fate of the Jutsu sorcerer world. Sukuna, having devoured the mummified remains from Kenjaku's memories, exuded an aura of unparalleled power. However, Yuji wasn't willing to back down and exerted his own powerful aura, which intrigued the King of Curses. The battlefield crackled with tension as Sukuna unleashed the fearsome dismantle technique. The destructive force surged toward Yuji, a tempest of cursed energy threatening to tear apart anything in its path. However, Yuji, with his enhanced reflexes and kinetic visual prowess granted by the Rinnegan, saw the attack coming. In a calculated move, Yuji absorbed the dismantle technique, his body pulsating with the absorbed energy. He stood defiantly, facing Sukuna with an unwavering gaze. With a smirk, Yuji declared that if Sukuna aimed to harm him, he would have to unleash more than a mere taste of destruction. The confrontation escalated as Sukuna, fueled by 20 fingers worth of power, closed the distance between them. The exchange of blows became a display of raw power, with Sukuna's physical prowess unmatched. However, Yuji, drawing upon the kinetic visual prowess of the Rinnegan, danced through the onslaught with an uncanny agility, his movements a blend of precision and fluidity. As the clash intensified, Sukuna, a master of ancient curses, unveiled a combination of techniques inherited from Kaori Itadori and Noritoshi Kamo: gravity manipulation and blood manipulation. The gravitational forces shifted, pulling and distorting the space around them, while tendrils of cursed blood reached out like malevolent serpents. Caught in this dual assault, Yuji found himself pushed to his limits. The battlefield became a chaotic arena where curses and sorcery intertwined. Sukuna's grin widened as he exploited the combined powers inherited from Yuji's mother and the notorious Kamo lineage. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, Yuji unleashed the full arsenal of his Rinnegan abilities. His vision blurred with the ethereal patterns of the paths as he manipulated attractive and repulsive forces to counteract Sukuna's gravity. Simultaneously, he erected a shield using the Prata path to absorb and nullify the blood manipulation. The battlefield resonated with the clash of powers, each movement calculated and executed with precision. Sukuna pressed forward, relentless in his assault, while Yuji, fueled by the determination to protect, defended with a tenacity that spoke of his indomitable spirit. As the clash reached its zenith, Sukuna, recognizing the formidable power of Yuji, decided to unleash his domain expansion. The very fabric of the battlefield shifted, succumbing to the overwhelming malevolence of Sukuna's cursed domain. Darkness enveloped the surroundings, and an oppressive aura bore down on Yuji. However, Yuji, undeterred, activated his own technique domain amplification. The clash of domains created a turbulent space, with the effectiveness of Sukuna's slashes diminishing in the face of Yuji's counteractive measures. The air crackled with the intensity of the opposing forces, each trying to assert dominance over the other. Despite the decreased effectiveness, Sukuna's slashes were still devastating. They cut through the air with a menacing precision, slashing through Yuji's defenses and slicing him to the bone. The blows were near fatal, with Yuji's head nearly severed from his body. The battlefield bore witness to the brutal exchange as the echoes of curses reverberated in the shifting domains. However, Yuji, with an unyielding resolve, responded with a smile. Activating the Rinnegan's reverse cursed technique, he initiated an intricate dance of healing. The damage inflicted by Sukuna's onslaught began to reverse itself, bones realigning, and tissues knitting back together. With each passing moment, the wounds healed, and the severed parts reconnected. The smile on Yuji's face remained unwavering, a testament to the tenacity of his spirit. The battlefield became a canvas of resilience and determination, a clash of ancient curses and the unyielding will of a modern sorcerer. The dance between destruction and restoration unfolded, pushing both combatants to their limits. Sukuna, realizing that the battle was far from over, intensified his assault within the domain. The echoes of his laughter mingled with the sound of Shibuya crumbling to near non-existence. After Sukuna released the domain, realizing it wasn't going to finish the job, Yuji harnessed the power of the Asura path. Extra sets of arms materialized, and with simultaneous precision, he formed the intricate ram, snake, and bird hand seals, bellowing the incantation, Tengai Shinsei. The heavens responded. Clouds parting as a colossal meteor descended from the sky, aimed directly at Sukuna. Burnt out from the intense battle, Sukuna tapped into his reverse cursed technique. His brain, momentarily fatigued, regenerated, allowing him to invoke his cursed technique once more. With a commanding chant of open, Sukuna conjured a searing fire arrow, releasing it at the incoming meteor. The collision sparked a spectacular display, a meteor shower raining upon the battlefield. Marveling at the beauty of the celestial chaos, Yuji turned to Sukuna and calmly asked, "What are you going to do about the second, third, fourth, and fifth ones?" He pointed toward the sky where more meteors descended, each threatening devastation. Allowing the meteors to close within 200 meters, Sukuna, unfazed, reopened his domain. With a swift motion, he activated Dismantle, shredding the meteors as though they were mere nuisances in his path. Sukuna, unimpressed, questioned, "Is that all you have to offer, Yuji?" In a swift and calculated move, Yuji seized the opening created by the meteor shower. Darting towards Sukuna with determination etched across his face. Placing his hand on the King of Curses' chest, Yuji acknowledged Sukuna's ability to protect his soul, choosing not to attempt its removal. Instead, he marked Sukuna as the gravitational core for a planetary devastation, initiating a cataclysmic event that tore the earth from the ground and attracted it towards Sukuna. The terrain shifted and crumbled as the earth formed a colossal ball of rock encasing Sukuna. However, the King of Curses, in a display of mastery over his cursed techniques, utilized Dismantle and Cleave. The combination created a hollow center within the planetary devastation, and Sukuna, employing gravity control, nullified the effects of gravity upon himself. The earth crumbled to the ground, leaving Sukuna unscathed as he stepped out from the newly formed mountain. With a regal demeanor, Sukuna healed his injuries and turned the tables. Utilizing the reverse effect of the gravity system, he increased the gravitational force around Yuji. The rubble, once attracted towards Sukuna, now obeyed the new gravitational pull, hurtling towards Yuji. Sukuna, smirking, questioned how Yuji liked the reversal of forces. Undeterred, Yuji summoned his resolve. In a surge of power, he unleashed a full-power almighty push. The energy expelled from his being created a forceful shockwave that not only blew the debris back at Sukuna but sent the King of Curses himself hurtling through the air. The collision caused more damage than Sukuna had inflicted previously, leaving the battlefield scarred and echoing with the remnants of their clash. In the aftermath of their intense clash, Sukuna, seemingly impressed by Yuji's display of power, acknowledged his adversary's worthiness. With a subtle smirk, Sukuna declared that Yuji had earned the right to witness his true form. Utilizing the reverse cursed technique, Sukuna underwent a profound transformation, reverting to his Heian era manifestation. As the dark energy swirled and the echoes of curses resonated, Sukuna's appearance shifted, shedding the modern visage to embrace the ancient malevolence of the Heian era. The air crackled with an ominous energy as Sukuna's true form emerged, a sight that transcended the boundaries of time and sent shivers down the spine of anyone who dared to witness it. Sukuna now stood as a figure of unparalleled malevolence, adorned in tattered robes that seemed to absorb the very essence of darkness. His four eyes glowed with an otherworldly intensity, reflecting the centuries of curses and battles he had witnessed. The air around him pulsed with a haunting aura, and his presence commanded an unsettling respect, a reminder of the ancient curses that lurked within the depths of the Jutsu sorcerer world. As Sukuna, now in his Heian era form with an array of doubled arms, eyes, and mouths, prepared to unleash a torrent of deadly accursed techniques, Yuji recognized the need to match the intensified pace. Drawing upon the power of the Asura path, Yuji manifested an additional 2 sets of arms, mirroring Sukuna's augmented form. With 6 arms now at his disposal, Yuji found himself capable of executing multiple incantations and hand signs simultaneously. The air crackled with cursed energy as he seamlessly blended the various techniques at his command. The battlefield became a canvas for the intricate dance of curses, each movement a calculated response to Sukuna's malevolent onslaught. To further extend his range and maintain awareness of the multifaceted battlefield, Yuji summoned a legion of Shikagemis. Sharing his sight, these ethereal entities acted as extensions of his perception, allowing Yuji to observe the chaos unfolding from multiple vantage points simultaneously. The collective vision granted him a strategic advantage, enabling him to anticipate Sukuna's movements and respond with precision. The battlefield crackled with an otherworldly energy as Yuji, with his 6 arms, faced Sukuna, who wielded 4. Engaging in a relentless dance of curses, the air pulsated with rapid clashes, their movements transcending human perception as they exchanged blows at an astonishing pace, hundreds of clashes per second. In the convergence of their primary arms, cursed energy erupted with each impact, creating a symphony of destruction that echoed across the battlefield. Yuji's Asura path arms moved with calculated precision, countering Sukuna's onslaught with a defensive prowess that belied the augmented capabilities of the Rinnegan. As the whirlwind of strikes continued, Shikagemis summoned by Yuji added an unpredictable element, their ghostly forms swirling around the combatants. Sukuna unleashed a barrage of kicks and punches, blending his increased attack speed with precise cursed techniques, while Yuji responded with an intricate dance of ethereal blades. Eyes in each set scanned the surroundings, anticipating the opponent's next move, while Shikagemis, sharing Yuji's sight, launched simultaneous attacks from different angles. The battlefield became a dazzling display of ethereal lights and curses, with each movement contributing to the unfolding narrative of their battle. In a burst of relentless offense, Yuji, fueled by determination and the weight of multiple black flashes, landed 3 consecutive strikes that tore through Sukuna's chest and severed 2 of his arms. The sheer force of the blows sent shockwaves through the battlefield, a testament to the devastating power of Black Flash. However, Sukuna, not one to be easily overpowered, retaliated with a powerful kick that sent Yuji reeling backward. With a split-second precision, Sukuna utilized the reverse cursed technique to regenerate, the wounds healing almost instantaneously. However, this rapid regeneration inadvertently created a brief vulnerability. Seizing the opening, Yuji activated his domain, capitalizing on the fact that Sukuna couldn't simultaneously use domain expansion while employing the reverse cursed technique. In that 0.01 second window, Yuji won the domain struggle, initiating his own expansive space. As the domain unfolded, Sukuna found himself ensnared within Yuji's realm, and the sure hit effect took hold. The cursed energy within Sukuna rapidly drained, refueling Yuji's strength. In a spectacular display of power, the Jidomazo was summoned into the domain, towering over the battlefield. The massive creature unleashed a relentless barrage of deadly punches, each capable of toppling buildings. The echoes of the punches reverberated through the domain, a symphony of destruction as Sukuna struggled to withstand the onslaught. The landscape shifted with each impact, and Sukuna, momentarily caught off guard, faced the combined might of Yuji and the Jidomazo. In the wake of the deactivated domain, for a fleeting moment, Sukuna found himself knocked unconscious under the relentless assault of Yuji and the Jidomazo. However, before Yuji could fully capitalize on the opportunity, the King of Curses reawakened with a sudden surge of malevolence. With a swift and precise motion, Sukuna employed cleave, slashing through the air with a deadly intent aimed at Yuji. Yet, in a testament to Yuji's resilience and the power he wielded, he instantaneously healed, transcending the damage from Sukuna's cleave. Like a flash of light, Yuji soared through the attack, his fist connecting with Sukuna's face in a counterstrike that denied the King of Curses the chance to regenerate. The battle reached a fever pitch as Yuji, driven by determination and raw power, continued to unleash a relentless assault on Sukuna. Each punch landed with bone-crushing force, and the onslaught reached a point where blood spewed from every orifice on Sukuna's body. The sheer brutality of the assault painted a gruesome tableau of the struggle between curses and the indomitable will of a sorcerer. Yuji's knuckles began to bleed, a testament to the physical toll exacted by the unyielding barrage of strikes. In a climactic attempt to end the fierce battle, Yuji, tired and heavily panting, focused his remaining cursed energy to perform the incantation and hand signs for a full-power chaotic vortex. The technique, born from the Deva path of his Rinnegan, would simultaneously attract and repel everything around him at an atomic level. The forces unleashed knocked electrons from their shells and protons out of the nucleus, causing multiple fission reactions akin to the effect of hundreds of nuclear bombs detonating. As the devastating energy swept across the battlefield, Yuji, now visibly drained, urged the heavily injured and burnt Sukuna to give up, asserting that he stood no chance. However, before Yuji could savor the apparent victory, he was abruptly cut short, his torso split from his legs by a delayed cleave, a testament to Sukuna's tenacity and cunning. In a final exchange of words, Sukuna acknowledged Yuji's formidable efforts, expressing that he would always remember him. Facing the imminent threat of obliteration, Yuji summoned the King of Hell with the last remnants of his cursed energy. The demonic creature swallowed Yuji whole and, in a surreal twist, spat him out completely healed and refueled with cursed energy. Harnessing this newfound power, Yuji condensed a compact chaotic vortex, its size resembling that of a car. With precision, he directed the vortex at Sukuna, atomizing him on a subatomic level, ensuring that the King of Curses could never return. The aftermath of the intense battle left Yuji exhausted yet triumphant, clutching the prison realm tightly in his grip. As he dropped to the ground, his Rinnegan underwent a transformation, reverting to his normal eyes for the first time. The weight of the prison realm seemed to symbolize the burden he carried, and in his moment of exhaustion, his comrades Megumi, Todo, and Kyujiseki found him. Together, they carried Yuji back to Juatsu High, where he rested for a whole day. Throughout his recovery, Yuji never let his grip on the prison realm slip, even as higher-ups attempted to take it in vain. When he finally woke, his first question to Megumi, Todo, and Kyujiseki was whether the fight was over, prompting them to inquire the same of him. To everyone's amusement, Yuji was unaware that he held the prison realm until they pointed it out, leading to a burst of laughter in the room. Curiosity then turned to concern as they asked Yuji about his eyes, only for him to be baffled. Passing him a mirror, they revealed that his Rinnegan had seemingly disappeared, replaced by normal human eyes. Panic set in as Yuji worried about freeing Gojo without his powerful eyes. However, after calming down, he managed to reactivate his Rinnegan. Megumi suggested that Yuji had exhausted his body to the point where he could no longer power his eyes, causing them to go into a temporary hibernation. Realizing the potential solution, Yuji absorbed the cursed energy of the prison realm, forcefully opening it and freeing Gojo. In a debrief, Yuji explained everything to Gojo, who acknowledged that he had been surpassed. Gojo declared Yuji the new honored one, marking a significant shift in the balance of power within the world of Jutsu sorcery. The tale of Yuji Itadori, the sorcerer who faced the King of Curses and emerged victorious, continued to unfold, leaving an indelible mark on the course of Jutsu Kaisen's history. Okay guys, this is the end of this series. If you enjoyed, please consider dropping a like, commenting down below any video suggestions, and subscribing with the notification bell enabled to know whenever I upload. Thanks for watching, and this is Demonic Saiyan saying bye.